All right, what's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jimbo. Today, we're back to the wheel and tire portion of the car. It's such an important piece of cleaning a car, and you could actually get away with a cheap car wash by just cleaning your rims and dressing your tires, and your car looks really good. But that has nothing to do with today's video. Today's video, we're comparing two wheel and tire cleaners. The one is the Meguiars. This is their new 32-ounce bottles that they're selling at retail. They're calling it their detailer line. It's almost like they took their professional line chemicals and diluted them down to RTU versions that they sell in 32-ounce bottles. I tend to be a big fan of at least that method. This is their non-acid wheel and tire cleaner. It says it's effective cleaning for wheels and tires, and it quickly removes brake dust, road grime, and dirt. And so it's intended use on OEM factory clear-coated wheels, chrome wheels, and tires. So this 32-ounce bottle is going to set you back about 15 bucks, at least it did for me at my local AutoZone. And compared to that, interestingly enough, kind of going with the red and black theme, is Americana Global. So this 16-ounce bottle will set you back about 8 bucks, $7.99, can be found on Amazon. Again, at least at the time of this recording. I picked them both up because they're both red and black and they both clean tires and wheels, and I don't know, it seemed like let's compare them. They're both about the same price. They both have the same color scheme, both pretty easy and readily available to pick up. 2-day shipping, AutoZone, probably on Amazon as well. It's just pretty much where I get all my stuff. This one is called Breakdown. It is the wheel and tire cleaner and pretty much boasts the same exact things that the Meguiars does. So what I wanted to see is, you know, some people are into going with the tried and true brand like Meguiars, and some want to find that kind of more independent brand that they can support, kind of a homegrown one. So I decided to pick these two up, basically based on the thought that they have the same colors. So let's take it outside, do a tire and wheel, and see if there's any difference between the two. Here we go. All right, so this side we're going to be doing the Americana Global stuff, and on the Meguiars one it says to pre-rinse any loose debris and pretty much to cool down the rim is what they want. So it's always a good idea. It's not my favorite way to do it because I feel like it knocks down some loose stuff and kind of helps lose the effectiveness of the tire and wheel cleaner. But you know what I'm going to do is I'll actually use the blower . And the reason why I want to do that is I want the product to be as effective as possible. So this is the Americana Global. It's that purple color that we've seen. Not super foamy like we've seen with other products of the past, but we'll see too. Starting to brown the tire. I want to make sure I get adequate coverage here, and I could already see it kind of breaking down the dirt on the rim, but it says to give it 1 to 2 minutes. Not super browning on the tire. I'm sure if I were to agitate it, it would be more, but not a ton. And it says to give it 1 to 2 minutes. I could already start to see it kind of break down everything right there, and it seems to almost has a lot of lubricity. So I want to give it a minute and see how it does. See, if you agitate it, it's going to really brown, but I want to do a no agitation cleaning to see how it actually does. Also important to note that it says to not let it dry on the tire. So if I do see it starting to dry, I'll rinse it off. Kind of just want to, I'm going to rinse it off. I just don't want it to dry because the Maguire says about 30 seconds, so I think we're right about 30 seconds. I would have liked to see more browning on the tire, but it could just be the tire. I don't think so though, because I'm starting to see browning on the rim. All right, it's starting to dry up a little bit. Let's rinse that off. There's all the brown. Whoa. Did a really nice job cleaning it. Did a good job, huh? All right, that did an incredible job. I was a little worried at first because we didn't see the browning of the tire. See where I missed the spray up there, but so it definitely did a great job cleaning the rim. The tire, I mean, if you look at the before and after, it's an incredible turnaround on that one, definitely. I would have liked to see more browning on the tire, but it really, if you think about it, whether it browns or not, it doesn't matter as long as the after effect is there. So that one's a huge winner in my book, especially for a non-acid. Let's flip over to the Maguire side and see how it does. Right, so onto the Maguire side, I'll pre-rinse it according to their directions. Then I'm gonna, to be equal with the Americana side, I'm gonna use the blower to kind of dry it off. Now the Meguiars is explicit that they do not want you to wait any longer than 30 seconds. So, oh gosh, it's the purple color again. Everyone chose purple. So a lot foamier than the Americana Global side, which the foam makes it a little bit easier to spray. Actually, I like the sprayer a little bit better. The foam usually clings, so we'll see it. It still has a nasty, they almost smell the same. Again, you don't want it to dry there on the rim, so we'll give it 30 seconds and then we'll rinse it away. Definitely seeing a lot more of the browning on this one. Still not as much as we saw with the Adams. I think the Adams was crazy with the browning. Should have started counting in my head. Probably been about 30 seconds, right? All right, been about 30 seconds, let's rinse it away. Definitely, I need to start wearing a camera just to capture your facial reactions, Bryant. Definitely not the wow factor that the Americana Global side had at all. Not even remotely close. But did it do better on the tire? Definitely by far did worse on actually cleaning the rim. Almost looks like it did nothing, which is kind of weird. I don't know. So what I want to see is the Meguiars did, it was pretty disappointing. So, and I was pretty surprised at how well the Americana Global did. So what I want to see is if I use the Americana Global on this rim, will it clean up the mess that the Meguiars couldn't? I want to really get in that back rim. I wish this stuff foamed more. But it doesn't. So it should be good. I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on it to see if it starts drying up, and if it does, I'll rinse it away. It says to give it 1 to 2 minutes. All right, it's been about a minute, so let's see how it goes. So I think it's safe to say that that cleaned up where the Maguires left off. I obviously missed some spots, and this rim may take a little bit of agitation, but you could see, it might be hard to see because of the rim, but like in the deeper back of the barrel, it definitely needs some scrubbing. But the whole point of this test is to see which one would be better without scrubbing. And so what I wanted to see with that Americana is if it was just a rim that needed agitation, or if it was in fact the product. And I think what this proved is it actually was the product. Though agitation would clean it up even more, the Americana Global one is clearly a better bang for your buck in this situation. All right, so what did you think? Pretty crazy. I wasn't expecting the Americana Global to do that well. And in fact, I think it even came through as I was talking about applying the product to the tire. It was like kind of, there wasn't really anything going on, so I wasn't expecting it to do much. And then when I rinsed it, I was like, holy crap, it was quite a transformation. Pretty disappointed in the non-acid wheel cleaner by Meguiars. Maybe with some agitation, it would be just fine. Neither one of them browned the tire a lot like we saw with the Adams, but as we saw with the Americana, it really didn't matter if the tire was brown or not. It could have just been that tire. It had really no bearing over the overall effect of the cleaner. So this one definitely goes to Americana Global. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you ever heard of Americana Global? Have you tried their stuff? What did you think of the Maguires? I'd love to hear all your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comments below. And I will catch you guys on the next one. See ya.